Now, in the journey of self-expression on this planet at this time, the humanities are very close to coming to great realizations as to who they are. You are all attempting to wake up. You are not awake. You are awake to the idea that there is something more going on, and there's some work and play to be done with the self. And there's much more in your world than you have previously been told about or taught. But that does not mean that you are awakened. When the state that is ahead of you, that you are all moving towards and that will be a reality within your lifetimes, is a state of great knowing and understanding. It is a state that is inconceivable to you at this time, because you are stuck in the third dimensional shoebox of the self. And this shoebox is one of our favorite analogies, because that is how we perceive that you live. You all live in these small little boxes with lids on them, and you peek your heads out, and you look to see what is out there, and then you pull this bit of information and that bit of information inside of the shoebox, and you attempt to understand what is going on out there, when all you do is lift up the lid and peek out now and again. Now, the times you are heading for all of humanity is that those shoeboxes are going to dissolve, and you are going to stand free and unencumbered. And the purpose of these gatherings that have been transpiring on your planet for the last 20 years, and that will become quite the thing and meet with great intensity in the next 10 of your years, is so that if you learn the rules of the ball game, so to speak, it will be much more fun to play it when the whistle is blown and start is yelled. Now, does that make sense to you?
Yes. Mm-hmm. What do we have to do to help ourselves be more open to get out of the shoebox?
You have to desire it. And you have to call to yourself assistance. The intention of you all having a desire to become more is a great intention. For what you do, when you believe that you can be a greater being than the being that you now think of yourself as, and you believe that you deserve to be, and that light energies exist and can be fed to you, you immediately open yourself up to great assistance. It is each and every humanity's responsibility to call to themselves and to ask for what it is that they want. That is a portion of the journey, for each to become curious on their own about themselves, to each do for themselves. And once it is started, and once you feel that you are a great portion of uplifted beings and can move into this, you merely have to sit back and say, give it to me. I am ready. I wish to bring light and great teachings into my life. Show me. All of these statements are your message, your contract with the universe, asking for what you want. And then trust yourselves. Trust the beings that you are. Do not chastise. Do not criticize. Do not put down who you are. And when you put down others, you are putting down yourself as well. Your greatest challenge, we say this often, for there are many great challenges, yet we like to call them all your greatest. It's for you to honor who you are, the being that you are. That is what you all need to learn to live with. For you have designed the body and designed the experience. And we are telling you that you are like clay and that you can remold the body and remold the experience and make yourselves into and have in your lives whatever it is that you are wanting. But it is up to you to call this into your life. Now, we do not mean to make this sound hard work. It is not hard work. It is spending various moments within your day focused upon this. We recently spoke to one who asked us, how is it that we always slip out of what we intend to do to uplift ourselves? And we gave the example and we said this. You set up a program for yourselves that you participate in to structure your day-to-day existence and implement what it is that you would be bringing into your lives. And then after 2 weeks or something, you get lazy and you say, well, I guess I won't do my uplifting today. I don't have time. We are saying to you that that simple sentence negated your power. For all you needed to do was say, I am uplifted, light comes into my life, I am light, I am taught, I am experiencing all that I wish. My world is abundant, harmonious, and beautiful. And that is it. You do not have to spend hours. You do not have to spend great chunks of your time. It is the intention and the feeling that you carry around with you that you recognize to feel for a moment or two. You become so wrapped up in the vehicle of time that you forget how many empty pockets of time you experience, how many empty pockets of time you waste. We have said over and over again, the times that you spend driving your vehicles could be very productive times. And you all are in your vehicles on and off every day. And if there's no other time that you can think of to utilize this sort of energy, as soon as you put your hand on the opener to the car, think, program yourself. I'm uplifted. Light is coming through me. I am light. I am the love of first cause. Or when you are getting out of your car, give yourself various moments within the day to work with this energy, to ask, to state, and then by all means not to negate what you would be doing by worrying or feeling guilty that you don't deserve it. That is a large issue with many. You are afraid to ask for something because you were taught when you were young that you must share and that each must have the same and not to ask so much, that there was no money for it or it couldn't be afforded or there wasn't enough for all to go around. Now this is your teaching, and this is what is deeply implanted within inside of you, and it is these subconscious thoughts that trigger guilt, and that is what prevents you from asking for the $1 million that you plan on bringing into your life, or perhaps it's just a new job. And then aside from the guilt, there's the worry, the idea that you would waste time on what it is that you do not want. Now, we do not mean to lecture you at all. We are merely here to remind you of the intricacies of your own thinking, and to get you stirred up enough to have the courage to leave here this evening, each and every one of you, with the idea that you are going to manifest at least one thing and believe that you can do it, and start with something simple if need be. That is our intent. And as you learn to be successful with these energies, then you will dare to take great steps forward. And the energies that are available to your planet at this time are accelerating all this. It would be as if there were a greater surge of energy that is assisting thought manifestation at this time, greater than there was 2,000 years ago, and much greater than there was 1,000 years ago, and much, much, much greater than there was 20 years ago. And it's this ingredient that is increasing within the vibration of your experience. And that is why we are saying that if you do not become very aware of your thoughts, you will be using this ingredient in these years ahead to create what it is that you do not want. And it will come so fast and so quickly, like a baseball flying at you. And you will be astounded at what you will be drawing to yourself. And there's a portion of each and every one of you that has a great desire to learn how to use this energy. For then, once you have mastered the manifestations within your own lives for harmony and happiness and abundance and health, then great groupings would be formed that would be manipulating the energies of the world. And you will learn how through thought communication you will clean up your planet, and you will feed your planet, and you will make peace on your planet. And it is then that great light teachings would implement all of mankind, so that all could understand the great leap that is being made.